Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. Um, we're off schedule this week, so forgive me for that. But I'm here on a Tuesday, and I wasn't here yesterday. That's unusual. I'm usually here on a Monday and not here on a Tuesday. But just going with the flow. Going with the flow. We are going to collage today. So I'm just looking. For some reason, my index cards are not on my desk, and I have no idea why. But it's okay. We're just going to go with it. So unusual. We're collaging. We are going to make Mardi Gras cards just for the fun of it. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you'll hang out with me while I do this. I've got my collage books out. I sometimes get questions, so I'm just starting here, even though we're not going to actually go through these, because I've already done that, because I've been up since forever this morning. Hello, Jennifer and Linda and Sharon and Beth. Good morning. But I often get questions about what collage books I use, and these are what I use. Now, this is the only one that I don't use very often, but I have gone through here this morning and I found some pages that I might use. This is actually a sticker book, and I have to say it's kind of the only sticker book I really like because the stickers are matte. They're not shiny. So they feel like paper and they don't feel like a sticker. I don't really like stickers, that's just me. I just don't like them on my cards. I don't like them in my collage. So if it's a shiny sticker, let me show you the difference. Like this one, I don't really like using these. I have used a few in the past, but this is not my favorite. I really like a matte sticker, and this book has a lot of kind of wild images. I did go through here, like I found a crown. I liked these dancing people. So I just went through here in case I need additional images. We don't have to thumb through all these books together. I also liked these regal folks here. So that is the Antiquarian sticker book. You've probably seen this before if you watched people do like the Marguerite Miller collage challenge or other collages. This is often pretty common at this point, pretty common book. And then these are the other three that I have. So this is the one that's new to me this year. I bought these last year, and this is the one I use the most. If I were only to suggest, like if you could only get one, this is the one I would suggest. I have used it so much. A lot of the pages are just really holy, only a couple of things left. I have really sourced a lot from this book. I find it to be a wonderful resource for me. I can typically, if I only had one, I think I could typically go to this one and get what I want. This one is extremely similar. I would say that these two are almost the same, but this one's better. And then this one's good. I like this one because the scale of everything is smaller. And sometimes because I like to collage on a 4x6 index card, I do like a smaller scale sometimes, so that's why I really like this book. And you can tell I've definitely put it to work. So a lot of times I get questions about my collage books, and those are the ones. I don't have magazines. I don't have any magazines. I don't clip anything out of magazines. And I don't know where my other thing of index cards is. I'm going to have to open this one. But I just buy my index cards at the Dollar Tree. If you can find them cheaper, that would be even better. They don't need to be fancy. And I just like them because they're I don't have to cut the paper. It's already exactly the size I want it to be, which is 4x6, because I like to mount these on 5x7 cards. And so I just buy these. You can get 125 for $1.25, a penny each. And they're thin and they're fine. This one's lined, not a problem. I'm going to cover the whole thing anyway, so it just doesn't matter. So let's pull out a couple. I wasn't necessarily thinking about making two, but we might. I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Beth. It is a cool book. It most certainly is. Hi, Diane Miller. Hello, Miss Paula Rice. Oh my goodness. I so want to make a craft roulette card this week, you guys. Loved the parameters. You know, I loved the parameters this week so much. It was like A7, first of all, which is a 5x7. And then I loved what was it, hippie colors. And then there were some other things that I really liked about it, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. Great options. Okay, when I was going through the books, there's nothing exactly that looks like the French quarters in there, but these are as close as I could get. And I love this pink building. This reminds me of like a Wes Anderson movie. This is accidentally Wes Anderson right here. This pink building. Fabulous. Very Mardi Gras. And then I have some food I thought would be pretty on point. I have a bunch of random stuff, you guys, and I harvested all of this out of those books. Been sitting at my desk the last 30 minutes just looking for pictures, so yay, y'all didn't have to watch that. This might be the first video I've ever prepared for. So I had started those new vitamins a couple of weeks ago, and I am decidedly not going to take those vitamins anymore. They do not agree with me. So no more of that. I just don't sleep well when I take them. And okay, so they're supposed to help with sleep, hot flashes, all these different things. They've made all of that worse for me. And do y'all know Mel Robbins? Do y'all ever watch or listen to Mel Robbins? She has a podcast, and if you like YouTube, you can watch her podcast, or if you listen to podcasts, then you can listen to it. Anywho, she had someone on, and they were talking about diets, and or what were they, something, I don't remember exactly what the whole big arching subject was of the podcast, but he mentioned that when you try a diet and you become demotivated, you're not seeing the results, things like that, our first thought is that we're failing, right? Because our friends tried the diet and it worked for them, but it's not working for us, so the problem must be us. We never think, oh no, the problem's the diet. And so like with these vitamins, my friend tried them, she loved them. They're like the answer to all of her problems, right? And then I try them and they make me feel worse in all the ways that they're supposed to make me feel better. I'm not failing. I'm taking the vitamins just the way they're prescribed. It's just not a fit for me. So I'm not failing. It's just the vitamins are not for me. So just a little motivation for you this morning. It's March, and maybe you started the year with resolutions and goals, and Maybe you're at a point right now where you're like, am I failing? Am I not doing what I set out to do? Am I the problem? No, maybe the problem is maybe what you're trying is not the solution. Let's rephrase it that way. I'm just saying. So I'm just going to stop taking them and move on with my life and be like, tried it, didn't work. Don't know till you try. I hope you guys are doing well. We had a nice anniversary. Oh my goodness. We went to the art museum and saw some amazing exhibits and art. It was some very funny moments being there with our preteen and teenager, and you know, the nakedness that is a thing in fine art sometimes. Made them giggle a lot. They found it all very humorous, and they thought that they were going to get in trouble or something. I said, nope, art is made so that you can get a response. So if your response is laughter, then that's fine. As long as you're responding, that's all you need to do. Everyone responds to things differently. We had a great time though. Oh, you too, Beth? Yeah. I figured out that 1 a.m. is my hot flash hour. But see, like I was kind of cool, calm, and collected, and then I started taking this vitamin, and now it's like taking my hot flashes to an 11. I'm like, what? And I ain't taking nothing that takes hot flashes to 11. And I know it could be coincidental, right? Like, oh, maybe your hot flashes were already going to go to 11 before you started taking that supplement. No, because I forgot to take it one day and I wasn't hot and flashy at 1 a.m. So that alone is enough to make a girl stop taking a vitamin. So, yeah, that stuff has got to go. Which, now that I'm talking to y'all about it, I realize I'm sending my friend who takes it and loves it a package. I should just send her all of my leftovers. Hook her up. She can have them all. I thought this would be really fun. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to fussy cut it out anyways. But I loved this. It's like a musical chariot of sorts. I don't really know what to call it. But, you know, Mardi Gras, there's a parade, so we're just going to go with that. I've never done Mardi Gras in New Orleans, have y'all? I've never really been big and honestly into Mardi Gras or Carnival or any of that stuff. But I woke up this morning at, well, I woke up at 1, hot and flashy, woke up at 2, woke up at 3, been up since 3. And I was like, what am I going to do today? And then I looked at the calendar and I was like, oh, it's Mardi Gras. And that's it. That's how I landed on this. Okay, but I also liked these cars. Miss Linda Veal, how you doing? So we're almost done. This guy is so fabulous. I just can't even. He has definitely got to be the marshal of the parade, in my opinion. Well, thanks, Flo. How you doing? Yeah, at that night, that was Sunday, and that night my husband and I were talking about it, and he's like, I just love today. Like, I love hearing our kids giggling as we walked through all the different exhibits and hearing them giggle and laugh and react. And I was like, yeah, that was the best part, is just hearing their laughter and just getting their reaction to things, um, seeing what they were drawn to, what they liked, what they found interesting, and the things that they found comical. Oh my goodness. When I first proposed the idea, my son was like, oh gosh, we're not going to go to some place that thinks banana is art, are we? I was like, no, there will be no bananas. And I can't remember what, there was something in there, and he's like, Mom, this is equivalent to a banana being nailed to the wall. And I was like, okay, fine. But the Blanton Museum, if you ever are looking for things to do in Austin, Texas, just the architecture of the museum alone, it's on the UT campus, is just so lovely. Um, and they do have, great exhibits. I'm kind of spoiled because I look at art all day, every day. Um, but nothing beats seeing it in person. I don't get to see it in person every day. And for me, just nothing beats that. I would be an art handler and work in a museum if it paid enough and I didn't have 2 kids. That's what I did before I had children. And I got to handle Picasso and Paul Revere's work and all these different people's work, and it was absolutely incredible. But it didn't pay enough for me to stay away from my babies. Hey, Miss Carmina and Esther and Dana. Hello, hello. We're making Mardi Gras cards, and we probably do have enough for 2. I don't know who's going where, but we do have enough cars. Oh, we can make a diptych. A diptych would be fun, where these two, are a part of one piece. Kind of like the ladies we did that time. I wish this guy was going another way. He's holding up the parade. He's like, stop. And then I have these fabulous people. She can't be up there. Oh, goodness. We might need a triptych. This might be a triptych piece. Okay, so if for those of you who know, have been around a minute, for the last 2 years, I keep getting kind of recruited to do an art piece. We have an art show at work. And I never do it. I always chicken out. Well, I think I'm going to do it this year. Which means we're going to have a lot of stuff to work on because of what I want to do. Okay, so a triptych is 3 pieces that are separate that come together to tell a story. Or these 3 pieces make one complete work of art. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's look at it that way. I need more buildings, especially for a triptych. I kind of want a skyline of buildings all the way across, but I like where this is headed. Like, this makes me very happy. It would be so funny if the streets were paved in food. Wouldn't that kind of be fabulous? Because Mardi Gras is like, Fat Tuesday is the last day before Lent, right? And then in Lent, you typically kind of restrict your diet or food. So it would be kind of funny to have food be our paved road. And then we're going to have a lot of buildings back here. And then we're going to have to fill in the gaps here. And I'm not sure how we'll do that just yet. But we have time because we got to cut out buildings. Oh, that's so right, Linda. She says, I think children always bring joy to everything, like my nieces and nephews. And oh, great nieces and nephews. Yeah, just being around them, right? Oh my goodness. Yesterday, I was at the grocery store and I saw the cutest baby and I totally reacted to her with like my mouth wide open. And I was just like so excited to see her that my face lit up and then her face lit up. And she's like, what are we getting excited about? And it was so cute. We both just had the biggest smiles on our face, and it was just, she was just too cute. She was just too cute. Okay, so we're gonna put more city buildings, and no, none of these really look like New Orleans to me, but they're gonna fill in a skyline. And that's what I need them to do. And I'm not bringing my book over and cutting and showing you that I'm cutting them out of here because I kind of want to keep what I have going on for now. I want some different kinds of buildings. We need variety. I like the idea of a few homes being thrown in the mix, and I have a couple down here. You know, them going through the neighborhoods. So I like those. Cool, we're doing a triptych collage today. How fun. Okay, let's get some food. We're gonna pave the streets with treats. There's one. I like all these round ones because they remind me of like king cake, and I don't have any king cake images, but these are gonna work. I'm just gonna cut all these out. This should be plenty of food. And again, I'm pulling all of this from my favorite book. You can buy it on Amazon, or you can get it. I got mine at Barnes & Noble because I didn't even want to wait for Amazon to deliver it, even though they deliver so fast. When I decided I wanted that book, I drove across town and picked it up. Okay, so let's cut this out. Yay for rectangles, nice and easy. Here's the fun thing about these. Because they're going to go off the edge, I can just cut them in half and, you know, use the rest of it. Crawfish. We have a big crawfish festival here each year. I'm not a big crawfish fan. It tastes like mud to me. It just a little too earthy for me. But I love a crawfish festival, and I love a good boil. You know, like Louisiana style boil with potatoes, and I like shrimp personally, but sausage. You can do shrimp and sausage, potatoes, and they just dump it all on the table, and oh, it's so good. So good. Yay for rectangles. Yay for cutting out rectangles. So yeah, I am gonna, if I start now, so the art show that I want to make art for is in the summer. So if I start now, then I should have something made in time. I like these really long buildings too, just because with the triptych, I want, and you can tell I edit when I cut, so I am not cutting around all that. No way, Jose. I am going to cut right here and edit this image to be whatever I feel like cutting out. I don't do all the nitty gritty little details. No one's going to know. It won't matter. I'm just not going to torture myself in that way. I edit as I go. Okay, so let me just show you all that. No, I'm not cutting that out. This looks just fine. So I like the idea of a few of these buildings, which we might not need all the ones. Let me move a few of these out of our scene. But when you're working with a triptych, see how I have the food crossing over here? You want a few elements that cross over between the different panels of work, so that it creates more of a unified feel. It doesn't have to, but it's just nice when it does, when you do that. Okay, I think for this panel, I'll do tall buildings. I think these taller buildings are going to do better on this panel. You guys didn't bargain for this, did you? Sorry, it's what it's like hanging out with me. You never know. Never know what you're gonna get. It's just whatever I feel like in the moment. And today it's collage and Mardi Gras. I love it. I was talking to my friend who wants to start a YouTube channel, and she was asking me about things yesterday. I was like, I just love that for me and my channel, I can walk into my room, turn on the light, and do whatever I want. I didn't feel like that before, when I was on too many design teams. It wasn't the design teams that were the problem. It wasn't the companies that I was designing for that were the problem. I was just on too many. And so I always had deadlines and projects and particular things I had to work with. And I didn't feel like I could come in, turn on the light, and do just whatever I wanted. But that problem's been resolved. And so I appreciate that you guys are along for the ride, and that you come back and you hang out with me and you allow me that freedom, and you don't just, like, you know, not come back because you're like, I don't know what she's gonna do. So thank you. Okay, so I'm liking this. What do y'all think? I am getting Mardi Gras vibes, which is what the whole point is. That is the entire point here. Okay. That was up there, but there's no reason why it can't be somewhere else. We'll play with it. I think we'll do mixed media through here, maybe. Or I'll just do mixed media on the whole backgrounds of these, and then we'll place everything on top. We might have enough food already, but I'm going to cut out some more. I'm going to cut out a bread basket. Can't go wrong with that. Hey, Mercy. How you doing? Oh, good, Linda. I'm so glad you think it's fun. I think it's fun. Oh, thanks, Carmina. Well, good. I'm so glad. Okay, so I think she might have to be, I'm trying to think, I don't know what food. Let's see. There's another platter. Let's do another platter. I think of Mardi Gras and I think of a lot of platters and like, it's a party, y'all. So we got to have party food. And you know what's funny is like I have skipped over this food page like 150 times, never taking anything from it, never seeing its full potential. And then here I am today going, this food page is perfect. Okay, doing good, doing good. Got all the time in the world because I started on time today. Hey Diane, how's it going, Miss Messy Palette? I need to print you and Beth. I need to print y'all's stuff up and use it. I love both of y'all's printables and I need to use them. But these two platters don't need to be next to each other. I think we're going to move the sliders over here because she's sliding down into the splits. And then I really liked this image. The candles have got to go though. I'm not cutting those out and you won't see them. So yay. I think we just about got it, you guys. Whatever this dip and crackers thing is, that's going to go in there. We just had one left over. My favorite, strawberry shortcake. All right. There's a lot of red over here. Okay. This is where we're headed. And I love it. We need one more house. So this is the neighborhood. And then moving through to the city. Oh my goodness. I am so delighted right now. When I set out to do this project, I mean, I was nowhere near done, but like, I didn't even know it was going to be this fabulous. And I get to hang out with all my friends while I make it. It's just the best. Okay, another house. I won't get to see all of it, but that's gonna go over there. House on house on house. All right. Now, look, all I had left was strawberry shortcake and this building. Pretty good. All right. So these go back in my book. There's not much food left. Oh gosh, careful, Betty Penny. There's not much food left, so I don't even think I have to worry about sticking that exactly back in. Normally, if I would put it back in with its page, but we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to put this back over here. Okay. And this goes back over here. All right. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to I'm going to grab some watercolor paper, and I am going to mix media myself some paper. And so it probably won't end up on these index cards that we started with, but that's okay. The index cards have still served their purpose because this is the size and the scale, and I was able to do the layout and figure things out here. But now I'm going to take a picture of my phone. And try to move all the stuff off my desk. I can't even get it all in one picture. Okay. It's so helpful, you guys, when you're working like this, if you can take a picture with your phone of something that you're working on, like I don't have anything glued down. I'm just going to kind of move everybody on their cards, everybody in their places. Pack it up, move it off to the side. Oh boy. And then I'm going to grab some watercolor paper. I'm going to grab this one because I know I can get everything I need out of it. Now, when I think of Mardi Gras, I think of purple and yellow. Oh, thanks, Flo. You're such a awesome cheerleader in that way. Okay, so purple and yellow is, I think, where I'm going. I'm going to get a mop brush. My mop brush is out because we're just going to mop on watercolor. You know I was going to grab my watercolors. Let me see. Let's grab from here. Let's grab our purple from here. I like this 301, which is right here. We're going to start with that. And I will grab, I might do just purple and gold, right? I don't even know if I'll do yellow. I just might do purple and gold. I have my handy dandy clean jar of water. Laughing in silence. Hey, Jackie. No worries. Good to see you. We're making Mardi Gras Triptych collage. Okay. And yes, just gonna mop on this color. Trying to decide how I want to do my background right now. So a mop brush is perfect for this job because I'm wanting coverage of a large space. So that's the good thing about a mop brush. Just getting coverage. I have to be able to cut 3 4x6 cards out of this. But I want it to look like watercolor, so I'm not exactly trying to get a real smooth finish or anything. I want my medium to be doing its thing. So just tapping in here. Our collage has a lot of red in it. There may be a little bit of clashing, but we'll see. I think it'll be all right. I like red and purple together. It just depends on your reds and your purples, if they're more cool or warm. I am just adding texture. Same color, just adding texture. Okay. This is good for me. Now we're going to dry this and I'm going to come back in with gold. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to close up my water all the time because y'all know it's a hot mess in here. And things could easily get tumped over. It could go badly. All right, let me clean my brush really good though. Hey, Angie. So did y'all all have a nice weekend? Let's chat while I'm drying this. You're eating healthy? That's good. I am too. I've cleaned up my diet, you guys. I'm not on a diet. I just decided to stop putting junk in my mouth. Not all the time. I've had donuts, but you know, it could be worse. I just put a lot less junk in my mouth now. That is my diet. That is my mindset. That is my mindset. Just less junk. All right. Ooh, she's pretty. She's a pretty piece of paper. It was a busy weekend for you, Angie. Yeah, I concur. Like on Sunday, it was a different kind of Sunday. We were trying to get to the museum early because we had a family dinner that night. But I started my morning out, going out and visiting my mom. And then Buttercup got sick while I was there, so I helped with Buttercup. And then I ran some errands for her, my mom, which put us a little late. It was a very busy day. And we went until like 10, 11 o'clock that night, just doing things and being busy. I see a lot of detail in this that I really like. which is cool and all, but the thing is you can't get too attached because we're going to be cutting this up. So you just can't get too attached to things when you're making like your own backgrounds and mixed media projects. Like I love the softness of this area, and then with the contrast of the darkness, I really like this particular area, and I like how this is blown out. But we haven't even added the gold yet, and we're gonna cut it down so you just can't get too attached. That's dry enough to add another layer. It's not dry, but it's dry enough. When I say junk, you think of metal. That is hilarious. Okay, gold. Gold, gold, gold. How do I want to do the gold? Pausing because I have different ideas about how I want to do gold for this. So I think here's the thing. I want light. So let me think about how I'm going to cut this up. I'm going to grab more of these 4x6 index cards. I'm going to think about how I want to cut these up. I think the collage needs light. It's a little dark. I think I can get, yeah, I can definitely get, okay. I think we're going to go that way. All right. Because this is the part of the paper I'm really wanting to use. So we're going to cut this piece to 6 right here. So usually when I'm cutting paper, I strictly think of how can I get the most out of this paper? Okay, so we're gonna have to cut it in 4-inch strips first. I don't think about my project. I really think about my, how can I get the most out of this paper? This time, I'm not. I'm thinking about my project more as I look at my paper. So I'm going to cut these to 4x6. Oh, cool. I'm going to get this blown out piece. My paper is still, it's damp. It's not wet. You'd want to be careful. You don't want it to be too wet because it's not ideal for cutting, but it's just damp. So these are my scraps. That's fine. I can definitely use these in another project another time. But these are what we're using right now. Let's lay these out. I think it goes like that. Again, okay, so triptych. I'm thinking about how the seams work and how, like, I really like how this feels like it's a whole thing. And then this is very light. Like, so it feels like it does go together. even though I've turned it every which way, and I'm pretty sure this is not how it goes together. It's how it goes together for me. So I'm going to bring back my pieces now and lay these out on top of our background. Nope, you go behind there. And then you go right over here. All right. Shucks, I'm gonna have to fussy cut that a little more. This is feeling like a project that's not gonna get finished. We'll see. See how far we make it, y'all. Okay, the cars are gonna drive on the food. So what is gonna happen? Up here. That's the next thing for me to figure out. I got to figure out my backgrounds a little more. They're not quite done. So as I'm sitting here thinking, hanging out with you guys. Hi, Shay. I'm going to fussy cut the inner part of this car. I hope you're feeling better, Shay. I know you've been under the weather. I think we need more people, y'all. It is Mardi Gras after all. I think that's what we need. I think we need more people. I think I'm going to use people as my filler. See how I edit that? I'm not cutting out all those lines. I'm just going to edit. And now somebody can be poking through. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select, this is going to be a full-on parade, and we're going to have people back here, which means more fussy cutting. And more people. Woohoo! All right, let's find the people. I think this is a job for the smaller collage book. So I'm going to move these off. Let's see. Okay, here's how I'm going to do this. I haven't made a triptych in a very long time, but it's all coming back to me now. This is number 2, and that's the top. This is number 3, and that's the top. So now I can just kind of stack these and not have to think about which way did that go again. We'll know that this is number 1 and this is the top because this is what we're working on. Okay, so it's all coming back to me now. We need people. There were those dancing people that I liked so much. I think he looks like he's in a parade, but he's just standing there. We need movement. And everybody's got to be going that way. They got to be moving in the right direction. Okay, so those people didn't work. I'm going to turn these pages carefully so I don't spray everything across my desk. All right, more people. He's going the right way. She is not. I want even smaller if I can find them. This might be a job for those stickers that I was showing at the beginning, which will be nice because we won't have to fussy cut those. There's just not a lot of people going the right direction here. Okay. Sticker book. Yeah, it's a voluntary fast. You can do it. Okay. If I choose people, they've really got to be the right size, y'all. But I did love these dancing folks. Like, they are having a good old time. And I think that they might be the right selection. So let's take them out and find out if they indeed are filling in the gap for us. There is some fussy cutting here, but not too much, or cussy cutting. For me, it used to be cussy cutting, but now it's like calmly cutting. It's just very calming. It requires your attention and focus, so it's kind of calming in that way. All right, let's check this chick out. I definitely think she's gonna work pretty well. I also think, sorry, I didn't realize, first of all, I thought I was gonna make one card today. I didn't realize I was gonna make a triptych. And then, you know, it's just taken on a life of its own here. I'm gonna play with the horizon a bit so I can deal with this. So what if we moved the cars up and the people down? I think that's more the way to go with this, is the cars go up, the horizon goes up, right? So if you think about it like you're taking a photograph, or changing the perspective here of the photograph. So this is being taken more someone at the parade who's watching the parade. And so I think our people are going to go here and everything's going to go up. And I think that's going to fill it in nicely and kind of make more sense. This guy is really filling it right now. He is really happy. He's like, did someone say Fat Tuesday? Okay. You know, this is the thing about real-time paper crafting. You get to see how long it really does take to work out these things. And although I don't do things here as classes really, or teaching, I think you do get to learn by me just sharing my process. It's not my goal to teach you, but you get to learn through the process of my sharing, hopefully. Uh, I did not get new scissors. I have no idea where my scissors are, Angie, and these are like the cheapest of cheap. And they're fine. They're cutting paper, which is exactly what I need them to do. My scissors have disappeared. My scissors are kind of a house favorite. And I do have a lock on my door, but everybody knows where the scissors are at. I need to go find them. I think there's a pair on the kitchen table. I am so delighted of getting to use these people. They are just fabulous. And I love that they're all in the same art style. So, you know, this is the only page of them that I have in my sticker book. So I'm going to actually try to stretch them across the triptych, across all 3 panels for consistency and, you know, cohesion. So this dandy little couple right here might go on the next one. We'll see. The thing is the next one has that big float, kind of parade float, the musical number that they're all dancing to. So we'll see. I'm just cutting them out. And we have more. I cannot figure out what, oh, that's her hat. Okay, okay, I figured it out. These men have got the moves, y'all. Hey, Bethany. You're fine. We've just been sitting here. We're making a triptych today for Mardi Gras, a collage. And so we've just been doing a whole lot of fussy cutting, just talking a lot of things out as I figure out what I'm doing. I started with, I'm going to make a card, and now we're full on making a triptych. So just another day in my craft room. That's all. Glad you're here. Hope the babies are well. I'm guessing they're sleeping in. My stomach keeps growling. I ate last night. Sometimes I skip dinner. Dinner is like optional to me. It's just, I don't know. By the end of the day, I don't even want to process food. So I'm not overly committed to dinner. Yes, I like this guy right here. Okay, I like how this is coming together. I'm not fully committed to gluing things down yet. I'm going to grab this couple, and I may or may not use them. I'm not going to cut them out yet. Hey, I'm putting them on top of my iPad if y'all want to remind me of that. I might be looking for them. Okay. They're hanging out in the comments section. It's actually kind of adorable. Okay, let's move this over where y'all can still see it, but it's over there. She's like, come on, John, we're moving on. I don't know. I don't really like her pointy hat, so I just cut it down. It keeps making me think it's a face. It's the color that was throwing me off. That's what I couldn't figure out earlier when I was saying I can't figure out what's going on her hat. I kept thinking it was her face, but it's just the color. Okay. Oh, I could use y'all's help. My son is on a alternate sleep schedule and I can't seem to get him back on a normal sleep schedule. Do you have any tips? Oh, there's a storm blowing in. How convenient. Okay, so see, this is really helpful. Top to top. All right. See, they go together in perfect harmony. He does not like melatonin, so I'll save you typing melatonin. Your dudes are over there. They're actually dancing. Let me show you. They're dancing on top of the comments section. Whoops, I just moved my comments section. Oh gosh. I just started it all over. Okay. They're dancing on top of the comments. Mardi Gras makes me a little anxious. Our church does a big production over Palm Sunday weekend, so need to get busy working on that. Oh, so it signals to you that it's time to get to work, huh? Okay, so let's work this out. Again, if we're taking the same perspective, then now in this, because this is a triptych, I have to now think about everything lining up, right? So those buildings are kind of getting lost back there. Oh, I like that. I like that gap. I like that there. The cars are lining up. Dude and dudette are dancing. This goes over here. She's gonna go somewhere about right there. Y'all know our grandmaster. Okay. I am loving it. What do y'all think? I'm trying to still think about how I want to work in the gold. Okay, next panel. 3 top. It doesn't, what I was picking up on with the color and what made me decide top and order isn't really going to be all that apparent now, but still I'm going to stick with it. Next one. Let's try to get this flat. Alrighty then. Love that building. Okay. I kind of liked this random tower just sticking out over here. I'll cut it right there. But I just kind of like that. I ended up with an extra building. I don't really know how that happened. I'll put layers of buildings. I like that. Okay, more food. She's sliding across the sliders. Okay. More food. Okay. Okay, this is working out. Don't mind this scraps. Hi, Ava Lee. Hey, Sonia Krill. We have a Mardi Gras parade. So that's what we're doing today. We're creating a Mardi Gras parade. All right. Now, I still got these dancing folks who were hanging out. Gosh, her dress is a little too matchy with this pink building. What if we put them over here? That's better. And then I can fussy cut these two out and put them over here. Oh yes, I love the addition of all the people. That is making me very happy. Next step, what time is it? Oh, we're doing good. 6:20. I'm gonna glue everything down, and then the last and final thing will be the touches of gold. And we're gonna have fun with that. We're gonna make it. I was getting really worried there for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I might not finish the project, and I don't like to not finish a project in a video. That just seems like cruel and unusual punishment. I mean, if I'm creating a series, that's one thing, like my passport book series, but we finished a page in every video, you know? I just can't leave you hanging. That's just cruel. I don't know if you're like me, but I would rather let a TV series run its course so I can just watch everything and binge it versus having to wait. It would probably be good for me, but it's not my favorite thing. I don't know. We really like, what's it called? Can't think of what it's called. It's a teaching show that's current at school, Abbott Elementary. We really like that TV show, Abbott Elementary. And we watch that in real time. So we watch it each week. But that's kind of the only one. And if we forget a week or we're just too busy that week, it is kind of nice because then we get 2 episodes to watch. Okay. So now I've got everybody doing their thing. Ooh, I love it. So what do y'all think? Yeah, you've always done that, Flo. Wait till it ends and then, yeah. It's just a little better. Well, yeah, Esther, it's really hard because, like, I think he's like me. If I wake up at 4 o'clock one morning, the next morning I'm going to wake up at 4 o'clock. My body just tries to develop habits right away. And so I think that's kind of part of the problem for him is that, like, you get off once and then you're just off course. Oh boy. I'm just looking at this going, this is going to be a little bit wild to glue down, but we're going to do it. We're going to start with the food. I think I'm going to do the food, and I'm going to do the buildings, and then I might not do the people just yet. I'm trying to think about what other texture or visual interest I might want to add to the street. More glue on that than I needed, but whatever. Like, try not to glue it to my desk. This crusty pie looks good. I'd have some of that for breakfast. Okay. And then this piece is the piece that we need to go across. Oh, it's definitely storming here. We need this to go across the two. I'm moving my triptych together for this portion because I really want it to sync up. That's right, Diane. When Biddy Penny says, I don't have time to do this, rest assured she'll do it anyways. Yeah, because I can't leave you like that. I'm not that cruel. And I can't. I don't I like to finish a project. I swear that's why I work on small things like cards and things like this, because I want to finish my projects. It's a little tricky with some of my people being a sticker. Things are getting a little disheveled, but we'll get it back together. I should have taken a picture. I know the last live, it was like that, wasn't it, Diane? It's like, I don't have time for this. That was the latest I've ever gone. I really got to go. But wait, let me show you how to. This is all going a little sideways, but it'll be okay. What's happening is now these pieces are becoming connected, so it's a very fluid situation over here. But then we've also got stickers. Okay. Ooh, we're getting lots of rain. Oh, I'm glad y'all like it. I know, you didn't wake up this morning going, I need a Mardi Gras collage in my life. I mean, I don't think that's what you said when you woke up this morning, but that's what I said. Gotta get through the day somehow, y'all. I thought it was going to end on a bread basket, but it looks like it's going to end up on a dip because it's not quite long enough. And these streets are paved with food. So the dip is going to go right there. All right, cool. Now, I want to look at this, make sure we've got things like straight and everybody's good. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to move my people and my cars down a bit. Okay. And we're going to glue the houses and the buildings. Don't mind that. That's my hubby blowing his nose. Spring break will be filled with surprises. Nice, Shay. I mean, I think that's nice. I don't know. Random question, but when we meet you in person, do you prefer to be... Oh, I don't care. Angie, you can call me anything. I'm so excited I get to meet you at the Paper Ganza. Who's going? Who's coming with me? The Paper Ganza is the craft roulette event happening this summer. And Angie and I will be there, and Sharon's going to be there, and Linda's going to be there. Who's coming with us? Oh gosh, that was tragic. Oh gosh. Who's coming with us? Yeah, Angie, you can just shout me down too. I don't mind at all. Okay. I don't really remember where these go, but we're going to make it. I really wanted that whole rooftop, but I think I have to keep it in line, and I think the line needs to be up here. Sonia, these are, okay, I started with Dollar Tree index cards. And that's how I honestly usually collage. I usually just collage on these. These are the 4x6. But then I transitioned to watercolor paper because I wanted to paint the backgrounds. So, you know, you can collage on anything. I even collage on cardboard sometimes. It just depends on like kind of where you're going and what you want to do. Okay, move my people down. I'm going to cut that building off. That building is, because I want this right here. So I want this one to start with this building. So that's going to go there. And then there is a space. I liked the gap. Mind the gap. And move these folks down. Okay, and I like this building right here. Thanks for all the love, y'all. Appreciate all the hearts. So glad you're enjoying it. Whoa, let's not glue that upside down. I was reading y'all's comments. Almost glued my building upside down or sideways. All the Lindas. All the Lindas are here. Welcome to all our Lindas. There's a makeup girl that I really enjoy, and she calls all of her subscribers the Lindas. Everyone's Linda in her book. She's funny. Okay. I really like this, and we don't need the top, but whatever. I'm just going to glue it all down, and we'll cut off the top later. And I like how it's kind of like awkwardly longer than this building. And it's not supposed to be, and it kind of doesn't make sense, but I like it anyways. So we're going with it. Let's move our people down. They're in the way. I want to get to the gold. I need to hustle. I'm going to connect this one with that one, I think. And this building. Oops, no, I need this to be higher. Oh, goodness. Rest assured, I will figure it out. Okay, there we go. That's where that's going. Now, this little building. I like the layers of buildings because you usually see layers of buildings in a city. So I like that. Then my favorite, this one right here. It's like they're ending, it's like they start in their neighborhood and they go through the city and they end in the French Quarters. How perfect is that? Okay. Now, let's do the streets. I'm going to do the streets with this gold mica ink, a very fine brush. I think I'll use this one. It has a nice fine tip on it. And these streets are going to be paved with food and gold. Must be Mardi Gras. moving everybody down the line in order, because I won't remember if I just throw them off in a pile. We've come too far for me to start trying to figure that out again. Paper doll purse? What? Oh gosh, Sonia Krill, that sounds so cool. You should make one. Let's make as many, shoot, let's make all the parades. Let's make all the Mardi Gras parades. I am loving that, Bethany. I would love to see your parade. Okay, we're lining the streets with gold here. Oh, you won't even see this because of that big musical float, but that's okay. We know the street is lined with gold. So this is Triptych gold mica ink, and it is superb. I absolutely love it. Shines like the top of the Chrysler building. It's just gorgeous. It actually makes me think more of the Vatican, but it's just gorgeous. So the streets are lined with gold. And now the other idea that I had is doing a bit of line work in the streets, like brick. I'm going to do it with my pencil first and kind of decide. I'm going to do it over here, I think, with pencil first, where I know it'll be covered up, and kind of decide what I want. But I think I want random marks that kind of make you think of cobblestones. Yeah, I like it. We're doing it. I think let's do them. I have something new, and it's spendy, but it's so cool. It's this aqua bronze is the brand, or is the type of medium, and it's from Schmincke. This is copper, pale gold, and silver. Let's use copper. It's spendy, y'all. It was a bit of a splurge, but look what it does. And it's very textured. See how you can get it like a paste, and it's like super shiny. It's a powder. This will last a lifetime. If you have crafty friends, y'all can maybe split the cost and split the bottle, because you seriously get a ton of it. But I'm going to use that, I think. And I need some matte medium. So it's a powder. So I kind of need a fixative. I'm going to use my Liquitex matte medium. Oh gosh, my dog just farted. Sorry, y'all. I'm so glad she's not in this room with me right now. Okay, I'm going to dip a little bit of this in here. I probably have way more than I need of glue and copper. Yeah, I've got way more than I need. Oof, but it is so cool. Now, here's the thing, you can use this with water, but I don't like it when mica comes off on my projects, and especially one like this. So I'm using matte medium because it's going to work as a fixative. But it's called aqua bronze because you can just use water with it. Okay. Aw, Carmina, you're sending some happy mail to Sonia. Hi, Nima. Nima, you're gonna be there? Oh my gosh. It's a party. If Nima's gonna be there, it's a party. It's official. I'm gonna use the same brush. Oh my goodness. Well, that ended up working out okay, but whew, danger. I'm gonna use the same gold brush because it won't matter. And what I'm gonna do is more mix in this fine, and I'm gonna just kind of create some gold lines and cobblestones. Now it's a little transparent because it's mixed in with matte medium. You don't have to sit here and draw out a million little boxes to create the cobblestone. Your brain will fill it in, and your brain's going to go, what the heck is that? Oh, it's cobblestone. And that's how that works. Something like that. But it's going to be nice. It's going to add another metallic texture here. And I think I might outline the food with the gold like I did the houses. I think that's enough. Might even be hard for you to see. You might be wondering, what is that even doing? Or you might think I messed it up. Just adds another texture here. Okay, let's outline these streets with gold. Oh, you had to go back out and come back in and fix it? Guys, this is the first time I've even looked at my screen to see what you guys are seeing. I'm such a professional. Okay. When my friend was asking me YouTube tips yesterday, she's going to do a completely different niche. She's a book girl. She wants a book channel. But I was like, look, I don't do anything techie. I'm very basic, but I'll help you. And I don't study SEO, and I don't add keywords, and I don't do any of the things that anybody normal would tell you to do. So, sorry. I don't make content based on anything other than this is just what I want to do. And it changes from day to day, doesn't it, guys? Okay, I'm loving everything outlined with gold. So that's how it worked in the purple and gold, which definitely makes me think of Mardi Gras. Okay, I think we're good. Let's glue the people down. I really want to hit it with some heat. I made you go on Instagram, Shay. Well, do you like it? I like Instagram. I don't go anywhere else either. I Everyone's always like, you should be on Facebook. Go to Facebook. I'm not doing Facebook, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, I will have to clean this brush later. At least it got mostly cleaned off. I'm going to be very careful with my heat gun, but some of this does need to be dried a little before we start gluing. Get to the gold already. Oh, Diane. Yes. And always clean your printer regularly. It's like a regular maintenance that you really do want to do, because if you think about it, you're putting a fibrous material in there. There's dust, there's everything else, and you do want to clean your printer heads. Hi, Dawn. We're making a Mardi Gras parade today. A Triptych Mardi Gras parade. Hey, Judy R. Yeah, if depending on how you choose your print settings, if you choose like fine printing or draft printing, that'll change the speed and the detail. You know, there's a few things to learn when you're printing, but there's not a ton. And once you get it, you get it. And a lot of times when you can set your settings and kind of forget it too. So it might feel like a hurdle at first, but don't let it discourage you, because once you get it, you get it. And most printers kind of operate that way. Okay, we've got to get this parade, we've got to get this show on the road, y'all. So it's now time to put people in their places. And boy, did that gold do the trick. And the copper, that was exactly what it needed. I didn't want it to be something that would be too distracting, but we just needed more detail. We needed everything to kind of, it's funny, those little details are so important to kind of just bring everything together. And these people got, I'm going to have to remember that these people got kind of tossed here and there in the process, just a little bit. Oh, that was good ASMR, the mixing ball and the paint and the ink. Oh gosh, I'm so happy. I'm like a pig in mud. That's what I told Beth the other day. I think it was Beth. Okay. Yes. This just makes me so happy. This is so awesome. And I never mean that like in a boastful way. I just mean it in a delighted way. Like, oh my gosh, This is so fun. Okay, can't glue that arm down yet over here because I gotta glue the lady in the carriage first. Well, you guys, we went on parade today. Yes. Let's keep the trolley straight. And now his arm can get glued down. Woo! I was thinking for a second I was about to cut his head off. Luckily that didn't happen, but that's a close call right there. It's gonna be okay. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but it's gonna work out. You do want to think about that when you make your parade. Okay. And this fabulous dude right here. Goodness, he is so wonderful. I can't help it. I have to cut that out. Whoops. Okay. So there's that. Yeah, so worth it. You guys, it's the little details. When we were at the museum, the last exhibit that we looked at was just my favorite. We ended on the best one in my opinion. And I'm going to share pictures with y'all. Actually, I'm going to make a video and share some inspiration with y'all of what I saw and my thoughts of our trip to the museum. But the details, the little details really do matter. I wanted him to be right smack dab in the middle of that platter. All right. And then this couple, not cutting off any heads here. They're going to go right there. She's got to be right here, doing the splits on the sliders. Okay, and then this couple is going to be right here. What a fabulous parade. I want to go. I did kind of glue this to my mat. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. Let me just get these glued down. I'm almost done. Okay. My hubby's probably like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, being mindful here. There we go. And some of these aren't like fussy cut all that well, but I kind of don't mind. I like the line around them because it just kind of helps them pop off the page a little more, stand out. So we got to glue this guy first. We're almost done, you guys. So glad we started when we did. It took every bit of the morning to get this done. Yay for starting at 5 a.m. Am I right? All right. So then, yep, I gotta do it. See that? I can't leave it. We've put too much work into this to be sloppy now. I gotta take that out. Playing with paper is just so fun. Hi, Linda. Six printers. Oh, but you have a business, don't you? Because that's wild. That's a lot of printers. They're kind of, I don't want their feet. I'm not going to say what the first thought came to mind. It's not appropriate, but I don't want their feet knocking into each other. So I'm going to move her a little more over here. Sorry, there's no horn players. I do love all the, you know, horned instruments that I feel like we would hear if we were in New Orleans. But next time, that'll be another collage another day. I have a frame for this, actually. I think I have a perfect picture frame for this triptych. If I get it framed, I'll bring it back and show it to you guys. Okay, we did it. Now we have to cut it apart and peel it off my desk. I accidentally glued it to my desk. All right, let's cut all the edges and cut it apart and see what we're left with. I have other ideas, but I don't think I'm gonna do them because if you throw all your ideas at it, sometimes it messes it up. So I've got to cut all my panels apart again. Sorry, when I was showing y'all that my people were dancing on the chat, it messed up my chat and I'm afraid I got behind. The gold metallic is so nice, right? Okay. Oh, I have never been here at 7. Naughty girl. All right, that's okay. We're done now. Just gotta clean off this last one. I'm gonna get fired, y'all. The last live I did was the latest one ever, and now this is the latest one. I can't get any later than this. I'll definitely get fired. Okay. But let's look at our parade. And that's our triptych. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to bring up each piece and show y'all what it looks like. I mixed way more of that than I needed, which is really sad because now I don't have any time to use it. Let me spray some water in there. Try to keep it alive. Come back to it. I don't want to waste that much. Okay. But let's take a look, and I gotta go. So here's panel 1. I'm gonna go ahead and put a 1 on the back. Seems unnecessary, but this is panel 1. Let's take a close look at it. How fun is that? And look, I didn't cut off his head. And the crowd goes wild. Yay! Okay, so his arm extends, his hat, everything extends over. He's dancing with this girl. So there's that one. And then extends over here. There's the rest of his shoulder and his leg. And then this is going on. So that's our Mardi Gras parade, y'all. Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Fat Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it. And I'm really late and I really have to go. I'm just, Lindy, hi. And Sean, so good to see you. So glad you're here. Sorry, I lost the chat for a bit. And Anne, I'm just going to say hi to everyone real quick. So good to see you guys. So glad you're here. Oh, wow. I lost a lot of the chat. But y'all just saying hi to each other. I stubbornly refuse to, Angie. Aww. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for all the love. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Zane. Good to see you. So glad you're here. Big G. You caught me, but I gotta go. But we made a Fat Tuesday parade. I am Gwen. I got my ticket yesterday. There's an early bird special. I did it last year too. But I can't remember if I even watched all of them last year. But yes. Hey, Jay. Your order went out yesterday. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Okay. Port of call. I gotta go, y'all. I found all of these in... Gwen, go back. I have all the books, and we harvested a lot of this together out of the books, and you'll get to see. Everyone, enjoy your day. Have a wonderful one. I'm a glitter fairy? Yeah. 42nd anniversary. Happy anniversary, Vicki. Yesterday was our 18th. We've got a ways to go, don't we? All right. See y'all later. Bye.